Good afternoon. My name is Bernard Townsend. I'm going to give a brief description of a tool that you can use in business called Microsoft Project. I use this tool as a Marine, and it's very helpful. Obviously, the Marine Corps has its own ways of tracking tools or tracking projects and managing tasks and so forth. This tool, me and my captain just downloaded on our DoD computers, and Purdue provides this as well for students. So I downloaded it on my personal computer as well. So again, I already mentioned how this tool can be used, not just for major projects, but for tasks as well. I'm using a file here, or a task or a project that I created for a previous class, just for this example. So as you can see here, it's three parts. You have the graph up here. These are the tasks. They match with the tasks down here in the Gantt chart section. We'll go over that in a few seconds. And it shows over here basically the time or man hours or money or majority of the time that's taken to complete each task. So whereas it gives a visual depiction on what's absorbing the amount of budget or the personnel to complete or to work. Down here in the Gantt chart section, you have the major task, the project overall, and then the subtask below that, and the sub task below the major project task. And then it shows those tasks in timeline form on the Gantt chart to the right here. So one of the main features is adding the task. So let's say we're going to add testing. Press enter, just enter it that way. And then to add a subtask, we're going to say setup. All right, so we add that, click enter. Now to make this a subtask under testing, you're going to go up to task, and then you're going to indent. And as you can see, that changes here. And then you can change the second feature of that is, as you see over here in the Gantt chart, the visual aspect of it, it shows a time. So this is showing 1 day, so the 3rd of January. So the second way you can edit the time duration is go over here to your Gantt chart. And as you see that arrow, the cursor changes, you can pull it. And as you can see, the days change here. We're going to do it till the 12th. And as you can see, the overall time for that task has changed. Now this is the actual task. The testing is just the title of the task. So you don't want to change that. So the other feature is you can add resources. The second feature, you can add resources. I should say the third. The first is adding the main task. The second is adding the subtask. And the third is assigning resources. This is really an awesome tool for me because of many reasons. So to add resources, you can create your own resources, go up to resources tab above here, and then you select the resources, assign resources here. And as you see, I already assigned those or created those resources. They can be people or titles. So in this case, I always go with the title because the person can always change. To add the resources, then you go not to the major task, but to the subtask. Go over here, click the drop-down menu, and you select the appropriate resource that is required to complete this task. And it could be 1 or 2 or however many you deem necessary. So when you do that, click the box and you see it'll show up here, and it'll also show up in your Gantt chart. So you really, at the same time while you're doing all this, you're developing one product that you can give to your leadership that you can reference. It shows the details, the time, and also it can go into more detail. It can show us the budget and so forth. I'm learning so much more as I play with it, but it's very versatile in helping us maintain and manage our major projects. And that is a quick description of Microsoft Project.